Afternoon, everyone. Just before we get started, on behalf of the whole club, I'd like to express our deepest condolences to the family, friends and colleague of Paul Jiggins. The tributes over the past 24 hours have encapsulated him perfectly, an outstanding journalist and an even better person. Paul was a regular here for many years, as recently as last Friday, and whether you'd known him for 10 minutes, 10 hours or 10 years, he had a warmth and wit that made everyone feel at home. Press rooms will be a poorer and quieter place without Jiggo. Okay, we'll move on to housekeeping for the press conference. So we'll start with the broadcast section that's got no embargo, followed by an embargoed section of 10:30 p.m. tonight. No live tweeting during the broadcast section. We'll start with team news from Sky and then ask for 2 questions per journalist to get through as many as we can in the time we have. Jamie?
Thanks, Anthony. Well said, and Jiggo. Good afternoon, Antonio.
Good afternoon.
If we start with the team news, we know that Jaffet is now out for the season. I'm scared to even ask about Ollie Skip because I imagine the answer is the same.
No, for Skip is another situation, and with Jeff, medical department tried, until the end to find a solution, and but I think at the end it was the best solution for the player, for Jeff, and for the doctors to have this operation, this surgery, and to clean his knee, and he will be ready next season. And about Skippy, no, I hope to have him after the international break, and his pain. It seems that it's going better and better. And also about Ryan Sessegnon, we are waiting 4 weeks to have another scan, and then if everything is okay, he'll start to have training session with us.
I wanted to ask you about the impact that Bentancur and Kulusevski have had. They've taken to the Premier League straight away. Is that down to good coaching? Or is that because they're players who are suited to the Premier League? And if that is the case, is that something the club hasn't done in the past and needs to do in the future?
For sure, to come in the way that they did in a short period, and was positive for us, and. It's important when you sign new players to understand that this league is very difficult, and before to sign new players you have to check many qualities, not only 1, 2, but you have to be good technically, and you can work, you can be good tactically, and you can work to improve the situation. But at the same time, you have to know that they have to be strong physically, fast, and with a good engine. And I think these 2 players, we found in these 2 players all the characteristics for this league. And then they are very young. And Bentancur, despite he is only 24 years old, and he has already played 200 games. And Kulusevski was a player that is in the start 11 with the national team. Don't forget that they are arriving from a club where the pressure is very, very high, and for this reason they was ready not to manage this type of situation. Yeah.
Just finally for me, I think a lot of people were quite surprised that Eric Dyer wasn't in the England squad yesterday. How is Eric? Is he disappointed? Were you surprised he wasn't in that squad, or are you secretly quite happy that for 2 weeks he'll stay here at Tottenham?
No. Honestly, I hoped for the players, and to receive this call, because he's working very hard, and I think. In this moment, he's one of the best defenders of the league, and he has also big space to improve his performance and his quality, and to become a player stronger and stronger. But in my past, I had the opportunity, and it was good for me, and to be the coach of the national team. I understand very well that sometimes you have a plan, no? And in this moment, Southgate is preparing, and for sure he has a plan to prepare a squad for the World Cup on December. He knows him very well, and he has not to discover Eric, because he was with the national team. I'm sure that Eric, if he continues to play in this way, and he has great possibility to go and to play the World Cup, because I repeat, for me in this moment he's one of the best defenders in this league.
Thanks, Jamie. Alex?
Hi, Antonio, how are you? Looking ahead to Sunday's game now, is this a good time to play West Ham after they had to play 120 minutes last night, or is it a bad time when they're on such a high, so high on confidence?
Yeah, and I can answer you after the game to tell you in the way that affects the game against Sevilla affects the game against us. And for sure, in one end, and you have to be honest, they played 120 minutes in one end. In the other end, you know very well that when you reach this type of result, give you confidence, give you enthusiasm, give you strength, that for sure it will be a really tough game for both teams. We are in the same position on the table, and I think in this moment we have the same target, and it's a derby, and don't forget that a derby is always difficult. But I think that my team is now we are in a good moment of form, and we are improving a lot. Yeah, we try to do everything to get 3 points, and it will be very important to have a fantastic atmosphere around us and in the stadium. And our fans, they have to play an important part of the game, and I'm sure, because like of the other game, and they can help us to push us from the start until the end, and to create a fantastic atmosphere around us. It will be very important on Sunday.
What do you make of the job that David Moyes has done in his second spell at West Ham, and how highly do you rate him as a manager?
Well, he's doing a fantastic job, and I know him for a long time, and I remember very well also. He worked very well, and also he had the opportunity to be the manager of Manchester United, and I was unlucky, in this experience. But we are talking about a manager with great experience. He knows very well this league, and he's doing a fantastic job. And it will be great to see him tomorrow, yeah, and then to play the game and to win the best.
Ian?
Hi Antonio, you're right. You've already played West Ham once at home this season. That was in the quarterfinals of the League Cup. Very tight game. Could have gone either way on the night, if I recall.
Yeah.
What do you learn from that particular game, or do you think West Ham have evolved, and do you think your team have evolved since December?
I remember very well that game, and because the game was very difficult, and we scored. We were winning 1-0, then they drew, and then we scored again. And we are talking about a team very strong physically, and it's difficult to play against West Ham, because it's difficult to find them with the players in not in the right position, and also when they attack, they are very prepared to. They are good defensively, and we have to pay great attention because I repeat also on set pieces they are very strong and they are in a good position on the table. It was the same also last season. It means that this team has great value, and the players and the manager is doing a fantastic job.
What do you make of the fixture list? Because Mikel Arteta has been very outspoken on Wednesday after the Liverpool game and then this morning at his press conference about the fairness of the fixture list in the Premier League. Some teams having to play on, let's say, a Wednesday and then like his team Saturday lunchtime.
Yeah, but I only want to remember Arteta, the game that we postponed.
Yeah, I mean,
Tottenham Arsenal, okay? Yeah, if we speak about unfair, okay? And I stop.
but in general, is because obviously
No, but in general, I think that my answer is enough. Okay? Yeah, it's enough. If someone want to speak about fair or unfair, and we postponed a game, Tottenham Arsenal, if you remember, I don't forget this. Yeah, and I think that it's not right to speak about fair and fair.
Ali?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Antonio. I just wanted to ask you about something you said the other day about Christian Romero. You said, I want to get the exact words right, you said it's also down to the manager to help him, sometimes in a good way, sometimes in a bad way. I just wondered exactly what you meant by that.
Because Christian is a player that has to be focused in every moment of the game, and if he is good, it's good to be focused from the start, from the first second at the last second of the game. Is a really important player for us, and I think he has a bit to improve, no, in this situation, to be focused in every moment of the game. Sometimes he takes a yellow card that he can avoid, and I think that he has to improve in this aspect, to be focused from the start until the end. And sometimes you can explain him in a good manner, sometimes and you have to shout this situation. But we are talking about a good guy, and he knows very well that what I do and is always for the best for the team and for the best of the player, to improve himself, because I think that he has great quality to become a top defender. And when I see this, and it's important to find the right way and to improve the player.
Can I just clarify, as we've had some positive Oliver Skip news, you said about after the international break, do you think you could have him back for Newcastle maybe?
To answer now is difficult, for sure, and we'll have 2 weeks to see if this improvement make him ready and to be available for the game against Newcastle. And for sure, I repeat, and I know the frustration of the players, and because we are talking also about a really good guy, and he's a top guy, a top man, and to see him very disappointed and very sad, no, for this situation. And but he has to be strong. He has to be strong because we believe in him, and we are waiting him.